Have you seen those videos where they're like making the noises from Mortal Kombat and shit? And they're like crunching up bell peppers and stuff.
Yeah, you see a lot of those now. Like
Yeah.
of like they'll like remake like from animated movies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, do it next to the mic. Hold up. This would be a great neck breaking sound or something. Okay, maybe you gotta like do in the,
I don't think I
they
got
gotta
enough.
like distort it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then they
Yeah.
take it and they layer it and they like pitch.
It's definitely an
correct it
over
and
the
stuff.
top because I don't imagine breaking someone's neck sounds like a.
No, yeah, yeah. They would change it up a little. you
Yeah,
know?
they throw some reverb on it.
Yeah,
you know,
you know.
It's just the reverb.
Yeah, it's the reverb.
But yeah, let's get the episode going. Wait, let's see who that is before we jump in. Sorry, guys. Terran Deep Venom. Hey, what's up? You actually stopped by, and then it looks like Koalasaur up in the chat too. What's up, my people? We're about to get the show started though. I know you guys already know this intro. I apologize to you guys, but we have to do it for the show. So 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast, and YouTube.com if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs, bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Baez.
Yeah, boy. What's up, man?
What's going on,
How's
dude?
life?
Oh, dude,
You
it's
know?
been rough.
Yeah, I heard you had the vid. I'm over here risking it for the biscuit right now, guys.
Like,
you
don't
know?
pretend like you don't want some of this.
I'm
all
over
right?
here in the I'm over here in the vid layer is what I'm calling it now.
Yeah, Devin's not here because
Even
he didn't
the
want
dog
to risk
has
it.
COVID over here, dude. You know, we're all just. I'm just in the. I should have wore the mask. Isn't that what you're supposed to do for COVID? We're way past.
We're
that.
way past that point. Even the people who were like, "You should wear a mask," were like, "It actually doesn't do anything." You know.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I had COVID. Pretty sure. The reason why I say pretty sure is because Brittany's the one who tested, and she tested, positive.
Oh, okay.
And then I got the exact same thing the next
Who had
day.
it first?
Brittany.
Oh, okay.
So she was patient 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
it
And
spread
here
to
I am
me.
in ground zero.
Yeah, welcome to ground 0.
What's the second? Is there even a name for like the second patient?
Yeah, patient
X.
less
Patient one.
patient less important.
The not as cool patient.
Yeah. But so like I had COVID pretty bad for a little bit there. I haven't had a fever or anything in like 24 hours. CDC says after 24 hours of not having a fever and of not using like fever reducing medicines, then you're good to go. You're no longer contagious. So just, but Brent knew of the risks and he
Yeah.
still showed up.
I'm still here, you know?
But not only did I have to deal with COVID, which was real shitty.
Yeah, that
My
sucks.
dog chewed my frames. The glasses, these. I get. Look.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, he chewed these fuckers up. I'm pretty much blind, okay? And so I had to like Harry Potter reparo tape these things. Well, my girlfriend did for me. Thank you, babe. But and this is how I have to live until I can get more frames. And so then not only did he do that, my dog, this is all because I was so sick. My dog got so annoyed that like I wasn't up and like giving him attention that he was just looking for any way to fuck with me. This is Brian's fault for giving me Ollie. No, just kidding. But so he chewed through my frames and then he fucking chipped my tooth.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I
but
have a chip on that same tooth actually, but I got a thing.
I'm getting it fixed
Yeah.
tomorrow. So
God, that's a gnarly feeling whenever you have like pieces of your tooth in your mouth
Just
and
gone.
You're just like you can feel it on your tongue and shit. It's
I didn't even feel like I didn't even feel I don't know if I swallowed it or what, but
did
like
it bleed at all.
no, it was
You're
weird.
very fortunate actually.
Yeah, it was just the bottom, and it chipped like a little part, but like I was holding him, and I was like, all right, I'll give you a little attention, and he was like, and he like flared out, like just flailed out, and his tooth hit my tooth. Like he like came up and just fucking canine hit my fucking front tooth and just boop, it just like fucking
I would have never noticed it if you hadn't have said anything, but now that you mentioned it, I like can't unsee it. You know?
It was like immediate. Like as soon as it happened, I just like closed my eyes and I was like, "Woosa." I was like, my tooth, because at first. When it happens, you don't know how much is gone.
Yeah.
Like I was so scared that like he just
I didn't even realize I chipped my tooth when I did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had like tooth repair before. They're just gonna like put some resin on there and like fucking shave it down to where it looks like the normal tooth. You know, so it's not gonna be a big deal, or at least I don't think it will be.
You can't even tell with my front. Like this tooth is
No.
almost like half of it is fake.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I'll tell you this. I got to tell you my story now because that's just fucking. We're talking about
Yeah.
chipping tooths. Fucking. I was a little kid and I was on the trampoline and I had one move and it was a front flip. You know what I mean? I'd always be pulling the front flip out.
I had one move
when I had to impress people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I had convinced my mom earlier that day to like take the padding off like the side of the fucking trampoline.
Yeah, because padding's for bitches.
Well, because when you sweep the trampoline and get the pine needles off, it all gets stuck into the padding. It's a whole thing. I'm like, let's just get rid of the padding. It's never once saved my butt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You were wrong.
Later that day, I did a front flip straight into the rail. Like my teeth hit the rail of the trampoline with no padding. There's literally a dent in the fucking rail of the like trampoline where my tooth hit the metal.
You drank a lot of milk back then, though. I remember you were very.
And I think
milk
that's why
drinking.
only one of my teeth broke that day. But like I sat up, and I remember wank. I hit it hard, but it didn't hurt very bad, really. I think, my
it was
tooth
just more shock.
Yeah. And like I immediately feel all these like chunks of tooth in my like mouth just like floating around, and then blood just like that metallic blood taste, and it's just like coming out of my mouth, and all my friends are looking at me fucking crazy like. And I was like, I ran inside. My mom's like screaming. She's like, "Hey, don't do we shouldn't have taken that off." So it was a whole thing. But yeah, they fixed my tooth up pretty good. Like literally half of my tooth was gone, and it was gnarly as fuck.
Yeah, you can't even tell. Yeah, like I said, I've had the same thing done before. Like you can't tell. It just sucks when you're waiting to go to the dentist, which I have to do tomorrow. So
yeah.
But luckily, I called them and was just like, hey. Yeah, I chipped my tooth. They're like, oh, yeah, it's all good. Just come through at 1 or whatever, and we'll pop in a new one, basically. It's crazy how dentistry works.
Just put a gold front on your tooth.
Dude, I hope so. No, I'm just kidding. Just get like a fucking grill. Like,
the next episode, you just got a single gold tooth. Like,
oh man,
that'd be badass.
My dad had a lot of silver teeth. I don't know why that was
fully silver teeth.
Yeah, like was that a thing in the like 90s?
I think before like fillings, like they just gave you a whole fucking
just a fake ass silver tooth. Like my dad had like 2 or 3 like just silver teeth. Like
that's baller, kind of.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like I've never seen that ever again, like where someone just has silver teeth.
I know back in like World War II, like they were ripping the like gold teeth out of the Jews, but whenever they were taking them, it's terrible. But like that's what I think of. Like it's.
Yeah.
I know in that era there was a lot of people with like fully.
That had to be expensive as fuck to get gold teeth.
Yeah, man, for sure. It was, for a lot of people, it was the most expensive thing they own. Like
that's scary. I wouldn't want the most expensive thing I own to be in my mouth, where somebody could just like take it, and like in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
horrifying.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I was sick as a dog, and now all my food and drinks taste disgusting. This actually tastes disgusting, but I'm drinking it because it's at this point it's a point of I don't know, pride. Like I have to keep drinking it, like just to prove that I don't give a fuck. But it's really, I don't know who I'm proving this to. Maybe myself. It doesn't taste bad. Like it tastes like the champagne like Bang flavor, which is like
it's not great.
It's not great. It's like a grape cough syrup.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I kind of like grape cough syrup. So. You know, it may not be the monster I enjoy, but it's still a flavor I can handle. But anyways, while I was like in the midst of my fever, I watched this anime, or like there's only one season of it so far, but it's called Heavenly Delusion on Hulu, which I think it's Tengoku Daimaku or something like that is how it's pronounced in Japanese, and that's how it pops up on Hulu, but that obviously translates to Heavenly Delusion. Very interesting show if you want to watch a good it's like a mix between Promise Neverland and The Last of Us. Like it's like a weird mix of those two with like some interesting, like it felt like some Fallout vibes. Very, very cool, very interesting characters and a very interesting world concept. Way better than Promised Neverland. So,
Promised Neverland started out really cool and then just like fizzled out really
fast. They had all this hype build up for like, and then once you find out, it's like cool, but now what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This one's not like that. Like they build up the whole season, and I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but it leaves you wanting more, you know, not more like, oh, well, now what? It's more like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no guarantee that you're going to get a season 2. But this show just finished up like a couple months ago with the first season. So, and I think it's on Disney Plus and Hulu. So I would check it out if you are into the animes and want something new. But yeah, so that I watched that, and we also watched for the first time Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
Actually, I don't know. I don't think I have. No.
Yeah. We watched it but I put it off for so long because everybody was just like, it's mediocre or whatever. I actually enjoyed it. Like I got like a really good vibe off of it. I don't know how to explain. Like maybe I don't think most people.
You watched the first one?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check it out.
They're all on HBO.
There's like 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't watched the second or third one yet, but
you're gonna watch them.
Yeah, I'm afraid to because I like the first one so much that like I know a lot of people said like the second and third one like sucked or whatever, but I feel like they said that about all of them. So I like the first one though. Now I like the actors that are in it, and I like the monsters or like the beast or whatever. They're all very adorable, and certain ones are, you know.
I tried to watch the new Spider-Man movie last night, but I fell asleep.
Which one?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Was it boring? Or?
No, it was good. I was just really tired.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a...
Wasn't hating on it. No,
yeah, I tried to watch that Spider-Man movie. Trash.
Just had a long day. You know?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so but besides all that, what have you been doing?
Not much, man. Working. I went to it was my girlfriend's birthday this past week, so we went to Galveston, did a little beach house.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Happy birthday, Audra, if you listen to the show.
It was a lot of fun. She had some friends out. We all had some drinks and stuff, and
nice.
You know, it was good. It was good times. I'm kind of a lightweight now. I don't drink as much as I used to, so like
you got wasted pretty quick.
Pretty quick, man.
Dude, it's too hot to be out there drinking.
It really is, man.
It was like 107 degrees yesterday.
You gotta get in the water, dog. You gotta hop in that water, man.
Dude, the water's too hot now. Like the water is like, you know, it's like you're trying to get away from the sun, and then you get in the water and it's just warm. Like I don't know.
You got a point. It's pretty bad. And apparently there's like a tropical storm coming in or something.
Oh, okay.
Now, you know,
all right.
At least there's that.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Just start freaking out. No, but yeah, it's been a hot summer, dude. It's been fucking awful.
It really has been. Every single day I have a little thing on the bottom of my computer that's like record high. I'm like, oh God. Every day I'm like,
I picture like a 90s like movie, like kind of like The Matrix, but like, where it's, predicting like a future or whatever. And it shows the guy like going to work every day, and down at the bottom of his computer screen, it says like record high. And on the news, they're like, it's like the summer has never been, or this summer is the hottest it's ever been, blah, 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 like, and it builds up to some crazy thing. But we're actually living that right now. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till we all live underwater or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the Joe Bros said.
That might be the move, honestly. There's way more space underwater.
Oh, yeah. The aliens already live under there,
It'd
apparently.
be like a water cooling system all the time.
Yeah, or we could live in like an aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Like build cities like Rapture, where we just kind of build a giant aquarium that the city is under. You know what I'm saying? Like... That way, like,
yeah, that's what I
we're
thought
water
we were
cooled.
talking about, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't have to actually live under the ocean. We make like a structurally sound place on land, and then
why not both
build.
of them?
I like that idea too. No, I don't know. Like, why don't we make a city that's completely indoors? Has anybody ever thought of doing that? Like,
yeah. Why don't we just make the whole Earth indoors?
Yeah.
Bro? Let's just build a giant
indoor city or indoor or like a continent. Like, I mean, how much more difficult could that be than like doing it the way that we're doing it now? Like if everybody just kind of came together and we're like, we're going to build a big indoor society, and like say they basically bring all the places together, rather than having like all the 50 states spread out. We just have like one giant place in the middle of the U.S., like wherever the nicest part of the U.S. is, and then we bring everybody there and we build like a giant like indoor like world. You know what I'm saying?
Why do we have to bring everybody there?
Because who will we control? No, just kidding.
Good point.
Like we need some Rapture type.
I seriously think we need to think bigger in scale. We just need to put the whole world in a big bubble. You know what I mean? Turn the AC on.
I think that's what the atmosphere is.
Fuck the atmosphere.
Yeah, it sucks.
We need to do it better.
We could. I think. I honestly.
Atmosphere 2.
Yeah, dude. Or like, isn't that what they're trying to do? Like terraform places? Why can't we just terraform our place?
Yeah.
What's wrong? I don't get it.
It doesn't work that way.
We can't?
No, we gotta deal with the cards we're dealt.
What about the ozone layer? Like remember when that was a problem?
Ozone layer 2.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what we need.
We need
sequel.
2 ozone layers, dude. What if we had 3?
Oh shit, multiple ozone layers.
Yeah, 3 zones, dude.
Oh shit.
And like depending on how rich you are, you could live like under each different ozone. I don't know. I just want to create a young adult novel.
Trying to monopolize this somehow.
I just want to live in a young adult novel where like there's just like this class-based like angry Rapture type city, like
the lowest class of people just has really bad sunburns all the time. They're like, fuck!
This sucks.
Cook an egg out here!
It's like, I mean, it really could be much worse. I'm going to be honest with you. No one's dying or anything. It's just kind of hot.
The super elites are like pale white, like
just vampiric gods.
Take the tan skin away.
No, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So
yeah. Well,
you watch anything or?
I haven't really done much of anything other than that. We did the birthday thing, and then I've just been kind of like playing video games and working.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Well, then let's get into the video games.
Yeah. I have been doing that.
Yeah.
I've been playing video games. That's for sure.
And I'm pretty sure I know which one.
Oh, you do, baby.
Go ahead. Drop it.
I've been playing that Baldur's Gate 3.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And yeah, it's great. It's fucking fantastic. It's probably the best game I've ever played.
I've been playing it too. I don't feel the same.
Tell me how you feel about it.
I don't hate it. It's not my type of game.
What do you hate about it?
Nothing. Like I don't hate it.
Where does your hate come from?
I want you to look deep inside. No, like I really I get why everybody likes it. It's just not my type of game. But I don't like the rolling the dice. thing. Like I feel like it's too much Mario Party like chance, like especially at the very beginning when you don't have really any skills or anything to do it. Like there's just too many parts where you have to scum save, and I'm like, that's so annoying. Like I just want to play the fucking game, but it's like, oh, you fucking, walked outside and a fucking log rolled off a hill and killed your whole party. Restart to like, oh fuck, I forgot to scum save. Let's go back 30 minutes.
It's not really that bad. Like,
it's that bad, dude.
First of all, it auto saves a lot. Okay.
Mine doesn't.
Second of all,
it'll say it's auto saving and it doesn't fucking auto save. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, that sounds like a hardware issue or something.
No, dude, it's like a bug or some shit, because I looked it up and some other people were having the same issue, and it was pissing me off. But basically, I have to scum save because it will not auto save. Every time it says auto save, like it doesn't actually save anything. Like I can go and check the list and it's not there.
Well,
so,
yeah, okay. Well, that sounds like an issue that's not normally an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, a big part of the game is just kind of dealing with the consequences of your actions,
The consequences are I'm dead and I have to go back and pull it up. Like, it'd be different if it was like, you lost a lot of missions. I'd be like, okay, I get it, whatever.
You literally just have to, like, get the people up unless somebody, like, comes over and, like, beats your dead body to death.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
You know how many times that happens? Because you get into a fight and then, like, a hyena enemy will run off and go get, like, 30 other enemies. I'm like, bro, no. Like, I just want to fight the 3 that are here, and there's no way around them because I don't have enough stealth or some bullshit, and I'm just like, dude, I can't. And my brain's just not built for these.
It's like, it's to encourage, like, different classes, Like, different characters have different ways they can overcome different situations.
Yes.
Like say you're what are you, like some kind of melee focused class?
I'm a rogue.
A rogue, okay. So you're sneaking around stabbing people and stuff, or you're trying to?
I was trying to, but yeah, and my sneak around and stab doesn't kill people. It just like does some damage, and then everybody wakes up and starts attacking, and then I just get fucked. But I have like 7 people in my party, and they all die. I just suck at the combat, and like I said, it's not the game's fault. I'm just not made for this kind of game.
Maybe just like, have you tried cranking the difficulty down a little until you get like a feel for everything?
No, but that's also on me. But I never thought about doing that.
Because like it is a little overwhelming until you like kind of come to grasps of like what all you can do and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's probably a good idea. Just put it on story mode for a little bit, and then once you feel like, okay, this is way too fucking easy, kick it back up.
Yeah, I just, it's like, it's one of those games. I'll wait until people want to get like a co-op campaign going.
Bro, I've already got like 3 co-op campaigns going. Hop on, let's do it.
I'll hop into one of yours because I can't play this game single player. Like it's honestly just not fun to me. But like I can see it being really fun with people. Like I just can't like. I don't know. First off, everybody knows I'm not a huge high fantasy fan. Like the world itself is not interesting to me because it's high fantasy. Like it's just like, oh, there's bards and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about any of this. There's ships, but they're like alien fucking tentacle ships. Like, come on. Like that's not cool to me. Like, and it's not that. Like literally, it's not me hating. It's just I personally can't get hype about it. So it's like, it'd be like taking somebody who's like really into death metal and making them listen to country music. Like they're just like I don't feel it. Like I can't get into this. Like I get why you like it, but I just don't get it. And so, but if I had friends in the game and like we're going around and like doing things, I could see that being fun even in a place where it's not cool, like to me. But like so that's where I'm just gonna wait. I'll probably jump into multiplayer.
I think you need to give it more of a chance, man, because like it's a really great game, and like the fucking tactical combat is once you get good at it, it's one of the biggest draws of the whole game. The fact that you will sit there and do battles for like an hour or 2 hours sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not like a simple like, oh, we're gonna run in here and hack and slash. Like,
Yeah.
you actually have to think about it. Every fight is a fucking chess match. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
Like I said, I think that's where the dissonance comes from because I don't want to do that. Like I suck at chess.
I mean, it's the same as Elden Ring. You know how many times I sat there for an hour or two on an Elden Ring boss? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I feel like in Elden Ring, like it's a lot quicker. So like if you do die, it's like, all right, snap back. We're already ready to go. Let's hop back in. And this, it's like you can go for like 20 minutes and then die, and then you have to redo that whole 20 minutes over again. You know what?
Yeah, but I mean, if that first of all, I feel like that's only happened to me maybe 2 or 3 times my whole like 72-hour playthrough.
Are good because I've had it happen to me in my first 3 hours at least 5 times. Like I suck.
Are you
dude.
saving when you get back to the part that you got stuck at?
Yes, I just suck, dude.
Okay, you need to start just saving every time fucking like every time anything happens. Every time you accomplish something, every time you walk into a new area, just hit F5 and that's it. That's all you got to do. Blink, and then you're quick saved, and then your life is easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. You can do it in the middle of a conversation. You can be having a talk with somebody. Man, this looks like it's going to go south. F5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know why, but like there can be like 4 or 5 different pivot points in a conversation where it's like, should I, they're like, well, I think you should draw your blade, stranger. And you're like, oh, fuck. I literally just walked over here. Like, I have nothing to do with this. And like, you can roll your dice and, try and make it like use your rogue skills to be like, hey, bro, let's not fight, And then they're just like, no. And then they just.
See, on the flip side of that, you can like avoid entire boss fights and talk people into like killing themselves and shit, so you don't have to do entire
so you don't
encounters.
have to fight them.
You can like make yourself not the bad guy and like walk through enemy camps like unnoticed and stuff. You know what I mean? Like there are certain like
I've messed with that stuff. Like I have the Shadow Heart
But I'm just
lady.
saying, like you can't be like mad if your dice roll doesn't work out and then you end up having to fight. It's like the alternative is just like, oh, that that would have been cool. Like, because I get to walk around these people. It's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it wouldn't be fun to go back and play it if you could just do everything you want to do the first time.
No, I get that. I get that. But like I said, like it's just not my type of game. Like even the like being a rogue and like pickpocketing people, like I like pickpocketed this guy in the Hollow, like the very first place you come to try and get this watch for this kid. And so I pickpocket it. And I'm walking away, like everything's all good. And then like 5 minutes later, when I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go give this to the kid or whatever, the guy comes up and he's like, and it's like, the guy knows that you pickpocketed because who else would pickpocket him? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does that even mean? Like,
he probably saw you and nobody else was around. You got to go invisible or like
no,
make
I was
silent or something.
I did all that, and like he had already seen me since then. Like it was just some random bullshit, like where it was just like.
Well, the game is a little buggy sometimes. I haven't ever tried to do the thief thing, but I wouldn't be surprised because I had one whole companion I missed out on because like he's like, all right, we're done here. I'll meet you in the camp when everything's good to go. And I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, dude. Let's meet up at the camp. It'll be sweet. And then fucking he just never showed up at my camp fucking at all. And I don't know why, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know if I did
probably
something
stuck
wrong.
on a rock somewhere, like in a cutscene. But like,
I just wrote it off. I was like, he probably got shot on the way over there or something, like.
Well, like the guy that I'm talking about, I like turned all the torches off. There's no lights. I went into sneak mode using my rogue skills or whatever. Came up behind him, took it, made sure nobody else could see me. Walked off. Literally, the thing that it said was like. He chose you because he knows nobody else would steal from him but you. Like, and I'm like, I've never talked to this fucker.
Maybe maybe you're like the only new person in a place where he's like familiar with everybody or something. You know what I mean? Even
then, it's like, what the fuck? What does that have to do with me? Like, tell me that before, like you make it obvious that I need to pickpocket.
Did you try to talk your way out of the situation?
No, I didn't have enough skill to do that. So
you always have enough skill to try.
No, it was 20 fucking dice roll to get out of it. And my guy, he has a -1 on the specific one that I needed to get out of there. So even if I landed a 20, it would go -1.
Are you traveling with Shadowheart right now?
Yes, I am. But
why don't you use her thing to add a +4D to your fucking dice roll?
Because at that time, I didn't realize you could do that. So, like, I was just fucked.
Well, just for the record, the game has, like, a built-in mechanic to where you won't lose on, like, a regular basis, like, dice rolls. So, like, fucking even hard dice rolls are worth trying because if you've lost enough in a row before that, it'll just be like, all right, fuck it, here's your 20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's just, like, one of those games where I'm like, I'm ready for Starfield. Like, I just want, like, I like the concept of the party members and all that extra stuff and, like, the stories and the options, but I don't like the way that it's played out. Like, I want the first-person action. I want like, when I get into a fight, I want it to be me controlling the fight by running around and doing things. Like, I'm more of an action person. I'm not an RPG guy.
you didn't like KOTOR and stuff?
I liked KOTOR, but KOTOR was different. Like,
I mean, how so? I mean, you got the turn-based combat.
Because it was still action-y, too, and third person. Like, I feel like this one...
This is third person. This is action-y.
No.
How is this
This
not
is more
action-y?
like... I would say this is more like Fire Emblem than anything. It's more of a strategy. I would say it's not a real-time strategy, but it's a strategy game.
So is KOTOR. You pause before every single move you make, unless you're just a fucking chaotic asshole and let your guys just run off and do whatever they want.
I was pretty chaotic. And
that's just not how you should play KOTOR. Okay?
That's how I beat it.
Like, straight up, it's wise to use the turn-based system in KOTOR.
True.
And that's the way I think they wanted you to play it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is...
Same with
like,
every other BioWare game from the dawn of fucking time.
For sure. But like I said, it's still not the way I played it. And I don't like that I'm kind of forced into it on this one. You know, and it's like, you know, that's what was cool about KOTOR was that it was kind of like you could just do it however you wanted. You could still win the game. You could still play through it, which I did. Like, I would get bored of doing the strategy shit, so I would just fucking...
I mean, there's still strategy. It's just in real time, you know what I mean? Like, you're still taking turns with your opponent. You know
are,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, it's not like you're just sitting here, like, button mashing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
look, and like I said, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this game. Like, the game is obviously a 10 out of 10. I just personally don't vibe with it. It's not my type of game. Like, so what I want is everything about this game, but in Fallout world, like where I'm like, that's why I like Fallout, because it's all first person action. Like, I'm a Warzone guy. I play Call of Duty, you know, so like you throw me give me Call of Duty mixed with that stuff and I like it. But
that'd be cool. And you know, with Fallout's original style basically being exactly this, you know what I mean? Fucking, I wouldn't be surprised if they did some sort of spin-off CRPG Fallout with the success of Baldur's Gate. I mean, it would make sense, you know.
Yeah,
Bethesda's got a big team, and you could do like a, you know, Fallout Chinatown Wars or some shit, and fucking, like, you know, have it top down and make it like, you know, old school style.
Well, that's all New Vegas was. New Vegas was literally the original Fallout team making Fallout in 3D. Like,
yeah, but I'm talking about like Wasteland. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want like.
Oh, you
Fallout,
want like a
old
school,
a fucking CRPG, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be like Baldur's Gate. Like, I think that would be fucking badass. You know what I mean?
I don't think I'd enjoy it, but like, you know, I'd be down for it for people that would enjoy it. Like, I just don't like CRPGs, and that's what I'm starting to learn. I'm not into it. I'm not into CRPGs. I tried Wasteland and I didn't like it. I tried this other one called
Wasteland sucks ass. Honestly, most of those games suck ass. This game is more like fucking Dragon Age or something, or Mass Effect.
Or
like
Dragon Age Inquisition. I did not like, and I know you love that game.
It's a great game.
It's a great game. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, like, I think
every Dragon Age game is a masterpiece. Like, and this is what, honestly, this game is more like Dragon Age Origins than anything. Like, it's a very Dragon Age.
It's very Dragon Age. And like, whenever I went into it, I knew that, but I was like, maybe this will be the one that kind of wins me over. And then, and it's not that it hasn't won me over. Like, if any game like that is good to me, it's this one. It's just, you know, like I guess I just have a lot more to get over to get into it. Like I said, I don't like high fantasy. I don't like role-playing, like RPG battling and stuff like that. But like if I had friends like to play out the role-playing and like see the world and stuff like that, that'll be fun to me. Or like make decisions that kind of fuck with the world and like work together. That'll be cool, like in a campaign. But like just on my own, I don't enjoy it. But like I said, that's just my opinion on it. Like, I know the game is a 100%, like, it's a fucking phenomenal game. I wish I could get into it. I just can't.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But, like, I went back to Persona. and I'm enjoying Persona. Yeah. Like, I went right back to Persona 4, and, like, I've just been playing that and, like, living. Finally got my fishing rod.
My heart's not completely broken over here, you know?
Hey, dude, like, Persona 4 is similar. It's a similar type game, but guess what? It's not high fantasy. I'm in Japan, bro. And so like I'm living it up in Japan. And
okay, let me say this with the utmost respect to Persona 4. That is a dick slap in the face to Persona 4. Baldur's Gate 3 is better in every single way, every single fashion. It is 100 times better than Persona 4. And I mean that. Again, with Persona in my top 10 games of all time, fucking like Baldur's Gate 3 blows it out of the fucking
Persona
water.
4 came out on the PS2. What do you expect?
I'm just saying, like,
this game just came out like 2 days ago.
That's like comparing Call of Duty's campaign to like Fallout 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I see that. You know what I mean?
Wait, in which respect?
In the respect that Persona is extremely linear and Baldur's Gate is like, has the freedom to do basically anything.
When I said similar, I meant they're like, it's
tactical.
Like it's tactical and it's a story-driven game where like you pick options.
That's fair.
And there's like quests that come up that you can either miss or like.
Yeah, but even then, like Persona's gonna end one of like two ways probably.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And all of your choices up to that point are kind of like flashes in the pan that don't really like that. Some may lead to like a romance option or something, you know. But for the or a what's it called? A confidant, you know, progressing their story a little bit.
Or a new party member.
Or a new party member.
That can help you in the TV
I think
or whatever.
For the most part, you're going to meet all of the party members organically throughout the story. You know what I mean? Or
see, I didn't know that. I thought like you had like
I don't know. I mean, unless there's one I'm just not thinking of. I think maybe I think the one new party member you get might be like the one from like the Golden Edition or something like fucking that makes it golden. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The game's super linear. Like,
don't get me wrong either. I love Persona. And I do not want to ever sound like I'm talking trash about Persona. I love that game so much.
No, I'm just saying they're similar games in the way that like just the type of game that they are. And I enjoy Persona 4, but that's because it's not knights and armor and shit like that. Like,
no, it is super like easy to get into the world of Persona, and I think that's one of the things that makes it so great. Is like you just want to live in that world for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
it's very, especially when you want to visit Japan in real life, and you feel like I'm the same way with Shindu.
We should seriously make a trip to fucking Japan. That's like goals right now.
That's literally life goals. But
I know it'd be really expensive to like fly there, but I think once we get there, you could have a reasonably like affordable trip and still see the sights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should find a way to make like money while in Japan. We should just like take our guitars or something and like be like, oh, this is like very specific American music,
American folk song.
Yeah.
'Cause you're mine.
Just like a red, what was it? Red jumpsuit apparatus. They're just like giving us all this money, dude.
That would be great.
No, definitely we need to plot a trip because, like, dude, I'm having like dreams about Japan at this point. Like, I just. Like, have you ever missed a place you've never been? Like, it's like, you know, the first time, and I got to bring this up because the first time I ever saw an extremely goofy movie, whenever Max goes to college, and like I was probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to go to college so bad. Like, because I thought it was just, you just go and skateboard and like hang out with your buddies and go to the coffee shop and all this stuff. Like, it's not real. Like, I feel right now my idea of Japan is not
it's
real.
Like the coffee shop from
Yeah.
the Goofy movie.
It's like so unrealistic that when I get there, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is just like anywhere else. But like,
I don't know.
I
Man.
don't think it is though. That's the difference. Is like I know college isn't like how I imagined it when I was a kid, but I do think that Japan is actually as different from American society as I think it is.
Yeah, for better or worse, it definitely seems like it's a
very
different place.
That's all I want. I just want that out of like fish out of water like experience, you know, because like especially in a place like that where like I've watched so many shows like and I played so many games that take place in their cities and stuff like that where it looks familiar, but like I haven't been there before, you know, like oh man.
We should go. I'm serious. That'd be really cool.
I'm dead serious. It costs money though. Like I think flights are
like a $2,000 a ticket or something.
Yeah. Well, we could get them cheaper. I know we can't if we like plot it out right, but we got to get the money to go and you know start saving because we want.
I'd like to go in the wintertime too.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want that snowy Japan. You know what I mean?
Or at least like closer to winter, like something fall, like maybe fall next year. Like that way we got some money saved up. Then we can like you know go and actually stay like a week or something you know at least and then just kind of live it up in Japan.
That would be super cool.
Hell yeah, dude, I'm down. All right, y'all heard it here. That's happening. But anyways,
we should do an episode in Japan. That'd be cool.
Oh, dude, but China number 1. We can't do it in Japan.
Good point.
Yeah, we have to go to China first, like on our flight over.
We're here in Beijing, China number 1.
China number 1. Anyways, we're going to get into the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We are simply giving commentary on these articles and, you know, just bringing them all in one place for you. Let's start with the biggest news of the week, dude. This is some crazy shit right here.
Ooh.
You know, I didn't expect this, but Nintendo has confirmed that Charles Martinet, or Martinet, I think is how it's pronounced, the original voice actor of Mario, who has played the character since 1991.
Yeah, that boy.
He will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, end quote, and will now serve as, quote unquote, Mario ambassador.
What? What does that even mean?
It's Japan, dude. They can do
Chris
whatever
Pratt
they want.
Permanently now.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Nintendo shared the news on Twitter saying
that
fans...
means Mario's actually going to talk in games from now on. Fucking.
That's horrifying.
I know.
I don't want that. It says Nintendo shared the news on Twitter saying fans can also expect a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Martinet to arrive at a later date.
Although I will say Zelda, the most recent Zelda game, was really nice with full voice acting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, aside from Link, obviously. You know what I mean? But everybody else, like, spoke their lines, and it made it really way more, like, engaging and shit than a typical Zelda game to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, maybe Mario Ambassador means he's going to, like, make sure that whoever plays the next Mario
respects the brand.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, literally anybody could do Mario. Like, whoa! You know, like, it's not that
Maybe
hard.
Mario, like, future Marios will have to go to, like, a Mario class, and, like, he's
from
gonna
him?
he's going to be in, like, lecture halls, just like,
woo! Yeah, and he just stands outside, like, while they're recording, like, for the game, and, like, if they fuck up, he, like, goes in and he, like, shows them how it's done, you know, like, until they become the next Charles Martinet, you know? But anyway, it says this, Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time. As far back as Super Mario 64, Nintendo wrote. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you.
What?
It has been an honor working with. It sounds like they're just shipping him off
they're
to
just
die.
Gonna pay him to go to Comic-Cons and shit from now on.
I think that's what it is. It has been an honor working with Charles to help
that's my
bring
life
Mario.
goal is to just get paid by Nintendo to show up at fucking like comic book conventions and sign autographs all day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. Martinet quote tweeted Nintendo's post saying, "My new adventure begins. You are all number one in my heart. Woohoo!" Martin.
That's depressing as hell.
It really is. They were like, I think they were like.
What if some fucked up shit happened behind closed doors and they know it's about to come out about him and they're like, all right, we got to put some distance between fucking Mario and this guy. You know what I mean?
He's like murdered a whole family or something.
That's a goal. That's a goal.
No.
He's covered in blood. Like,
oh no. Whoa. Whoa. No, I don't think it's that. I think maybe he has maybe he's like 60 something, 70 something. Maybe he's got some kind of throat disease or something.
Yeah. He's probably just wants to retire.
Yeah, he's just wanting to chill, and they're like, "We're gonna send you on a permanent vacation."
Take him out like Old Yeller.
Yeah, they just send him off on vacation, permanent vacation, dude. And like he goes to Comic Cons and wahoos all over the place until he's dead.
Jesus Christ.
This says Martinet won the job for Mario after a friend told him there was an audition at a trade show where he'd need to, quote, talk to people as a plumber. He obviously won the job and first voiced Mario at trade shows for a 3D version of the character that was meant to be able to converse with attendees. His first video game appearance as Mario was in 1994's Mario Teaches Typing, but many came to know and love him in 1996's Super Mario 64. He would continue to not only voice Mario for Nintendo, but also Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Metal Mario, Shadow Mario, Baby Mario, and more.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, he did all the Marios.
Damn, so they don't just need a new Mario, they need a new fucking Nintendo cast. Like,
oh yeah, just to replace this one guy.
The next Mario Tennis game, they're actually going to have to pay people fucking, like...
Yeah, they'll bring him right back in after they realize that. But, yeah, so back in 2021, Martinet said he wants to voice Mario until I drop dead, end quote, and Nintendo is holding him to that. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
all these hints that they're going to kill him.
Yeah. While that dream appears to be over, it's reassuring to know he will still be spreading joy and happiness across the world with that iconic voice. So,
that was depressing as hell, bro. Honestly, I know that should have been like a feel-good thing or something, but that just did not feel good.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't understand what the purpose is. Like, is it because they figured out Chris Pratt?
You just can't hack it anymore.
No, I think it's the Chris Pratt thing. Or it's like, okay, he has a voice now from the movie.
And everybody didn't hate it. You
Yeah.
know? Which means I really think they think, okay, next game we can put him, like, give him a voice, That's weird, but I'm with it, All right, if you were born in the 90s or early 2000s, chances are Humongous Entertainment's classic computer games are among your earliest video game memories. And
Wait, which ones?
Did you ever play Pajama Sam or Freddy Fish or Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo or Spy Fox?
I think I played Freddy Fish, but I thought that was PopCap.
It's humongous, bro.
I didn't know that was humongous. Okay, cool. Continue.
Well, anyways, fucking, you can get a pack now on Humble Bundle.
Oh, nice.
You know Humble Bundle, right?
Yeah.
For $45, they have every humongous game ever made. Fucking, you can get all the Putt Putts, all the Pajama Sams, all the Freddy Fishes, all the Spy Foxes.
Damn.
So if you're like me and you got like a nephew or something or a niece and you want to introduce them gently into the world of video games, this might be the way to do it.
Yeah, maybe, but little do you know your nieces and nephews are already better than you at all video games.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
They just like...
If you got any Amish nieces or nephews...
They go from knowing nothing about video games to being like the number one in Fortnite. Like,
it's
that's
crazy
just how it works.
fast, too. Like, like over a year or two, they blossom.
They're like, Roblox. And then, why do you know so much about Roblox?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I might fall into the back rooms. And then it's like, dude, like their internet culture, like, understanding is actually terrifying.
It's crazy, yeah.
It like becomes part of their reality. Like, we didn't have that growing up, did we?
No.
Like, we didn't have like creepypasta type stuff.
Not until we were in like high school. And
Yeah.
even then it was pretty...
It was like
tame, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like kids nowadays, like my nephew, he found out about Poppy's playground or something, like playroom or something.
Poppy's Playhouse or whatever.
Playhouse.
That's a game. Fucking.
Yeah, and it scared the fuck out of him. Like, and he has no idea what it. But like, because like the creature has like, big, like, I guess like hair or something coming up on its head.
Huggy Wuggy.
Yeah, well, my sister was fixing her hair, and like he like walked in the room, and he like just got like petrified, and like he just like pointed at her, and he was like monster, and like just ran away. It was like legitimately terrified, and like we had no idea until she figured out that somebody had shown him. Well,
it's always going to be something that traumatizes you as a kid. When I was a kid, I was channel surfing, and I landed on this fucking, show. And there's like a kid, and he's just like happily sitting there, and like it's just super chill. And I'm like, all right, let's see what this is all about, The kid jumps out of bed, and then Chucky's like hand comes out from under the bed and like cuts his like Achilles tendon.
Oh my god!
And the kid like falls over, and like Chucky crawls out from under the bed. He's like, "Hi, I'm Chucky." And dude, I fucking changed the channel so fast, but like I literally
Do you even know what that was?
It was Chucky. It was from Chucky.
Chucky kills a kid?
Yeah, it's Chucky, man.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
But
I never watched a Chucky movie.
Dude, it fucked me up, bro. Fucking so like basically from that moment on, I couldn't walk down the horror movie aisle because like if I saw the like case of the Chucky movies, I would have like panic attacks and shit. Like it freaked me the fuck out. Like it really scarred me for a long time.
I believe it, dude.
Like into like early adulthood. Like I was freaking. Anyways, it was a whole thing. You know what I mean?
That's all behind me now.
Yeah. I faced my fears.
You're like driving home and like an ad for the Chucky movie because you like swerve off the road. But yeah, no, I feel you on that. Yeah. Nah, like it's just crazy to me how quickly like kids are being introduced to these things though. And like how they just become a part of internet culture so quickly.
Yeah.
Like we had to like try to become internet involved. Like you had to search for Happy Tree Friends. You had to like you had to be a part of that like gaming.
There's still that
weirdo
word of mouth culture behind it all,
What was that one? The Salad Fingers guy. There was like a bunch of weird shit like on the internet, early internet. But it was only very specific people who knew about it. It wasn't like an every kid knows about it thing.
Yeah.
Like now you got like these famous YouTubers who will just go on and like show off like whatever the biggest trend is right now, whether it's something scary or not. So then they see it and then they're just like,
well, I was about to say, and a lot of these are just like, video games that are getting played by, popular YouTubers, like you're saying. And like kids see it and they freaking, lose their shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Future is bleak. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. It actually sounds like more fun for them. But
yeah.
Anyways, some other big news. Oh, wait. Did you go? Yeah, you just did the...
Yeah, I just did that.
Yeah. Okay, Bethesda head of publishing Pete Hines has spoken out in response to remarks made by ex-Blizzard developer Mark Kern, who had previously leaked an image of Starfield's start screen and criticized its design as, quote, hasty, or the work of a team, quote, that didn't care.
Damn, a little critical, dog. Like
he said the physiognomy... This is a made-up word of start screens. Kern, in a Twitter post last week, said, the start screen of a game can reveal a lot about how rushed the team was and how much pride they took in their work. Starfield's start screen either shows hasty shipping deadlines by a passionate team overworked or a team that just didn't care. Kern went on to note...
It's the start screen, dog.
Kern went on to note in a subsequent tweet that in his experience, such screens are created at, quote, the very end of development, and that it is common for start screens to change from their pre-launch state prior to a full release. It's quite common for the start screen to completely change once the game is shipping or on patch 0, tweeted Kern. Teams that take pride want to put a good face forward and will often redo these just prior to the game going live.
This fucking asshole.
Yeah, Bethesda's head of publishing, Pete Hines, understandably took umbrage and refuted the remarks, replying in the comments to Kern's post with, or they designed what they wanted, and that's been our menu for years and was one of the first things we settled on. Having an opinion is one thing, continued the Bethesda veteran. Questioning out a developer's care because you would have done it different is highly unprofessional coming from another dev.
Get 'em.
Yeah, and I like how
That's real though. I mean, like, who cares, dude? Like, as long as the game's good, like, who gives a fucking shit? You know how many underwhelming start screens I've seen on great games? You know,
it's like the most
or
ridiculous
how many
thing.
dope start screens I've seen on shitty fucking games. Like, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has one of the coolest start screens I've ever seen in a game, and it's a very okay game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, so like, obviously, if you don't want your start screen spoiled, don't go look at this article. But numerous Twitter users were quick to defend the leaked start screen by highlighting examples of successful titles that boast similarly clean designs for their start screens, including the
like
critically
Destiny,
acclaimed, Destiny, Bethesda titles like Fallout 4 and the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. It says if there's a correlation between Bethesda's game menu design and gameplay, we should be in for a treat. Based on what people are seeing on this design, it looks nice. Some of the highest rated games of all times have similar simple start screens, including Elden Ring, Demon Souls, Last of Us 2, Fallout 4. Basically, the dude is like an Blizzard dev. It sounds like he was just pissed off that
That's like all Blizzard can do is make fucking start screens, bro.
And then you get into the game and you're like, oh my god.
It's like start screen that's dope as fuck, and then you hit start and then loot boxes pop up. Just fucking.
Yeah, well, apparently though, the game has been out like they've been giving out like
review copies
of this game. And spoilers. People are saying it's great. Before they're supposed to be saying it's great.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Like, they said that the reviews go live a day before the game launches. You know,
but people can be breaking that.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like that's a bold move. You know,
yeah.
Most developers don't allow the reviews to go live
till after the game's
out. It's like an embargo thing, and I think it's because they want to like encourage pre-sales in case they get a bad review or something.
Yeah.
It's really brave of fucking Bethesda to just be like, fuck it, we're pretty confident. We're gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
You can put your shit live. I think it says a lot because it says that you think that your reviews will be so good it will bolster your sales.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Which is, in my opinion, super super respectable of the company.
Especially in the face of Baldur's Gate 3 just being released. I think this is a big deal because they're gonna be compared a lot. Like, whether or not they want that or like whether or not they feel they're in the same vein, they're gonna get compared.
Yeah. And we can't forget Zelda. I mean, no matter what happened, it's still one of the biggest, most ambitious, dopest games I've ever fucking played.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and these all came out this year. This is one of the first years where we really have like an interesting conversation for fucking game of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to see what Starfield is like. I think it's gonna be fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there was a lot more info talked about from Starfield that like they confirmed like there's gonna be up to 20 different party members that you can get in the game. So like
that's dope.
Yeah, up to 20 different party members.
That's a lot. That's like way more than Fallout and like Skyrim.
And you can have houses on like every planet. Like,
fuck yeah, dude.
Like some other stuff that I forgot to grab the article from, but basically it was all good info. And none of that was from a leak. That was just like them talking about it. But
I'm actually fucking super psyched. Starfield comes out on the 6th next month, right? If you don't pre-order the super version of it.
Is it the 6th? There's no way it's that early.
It's that early. It's
like a week away.
Not only is it the 6th, but I think if you pre-order it, you get it on like the 31st. Like, it's like the fucking, like, you get it like 6 days early or some shit if you pre-order it.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me get to the end of this article. I'm sure it tells the release date.
Because, like, honestly, I'm thinking I'm about 70-something hours into Baldur's Gate right now, and I think it will keep me entertained until Starfield comes out. So it's, like, perfect timing. I'll just play through fucking Baldur's Gate, and then once that's done, I'll switch over to fucking Starfield, and I'll just be gaming my ass off. It's a good year for video games, man.
It says, ahead of the game's day one Game Pass release on... Okay, so September 6th is the Game Pass release.
Right, and just the overall release.
Yeah, premium editions of the game, a premium edition upgrade, or the super fancy smartwatch toting Constellation edition will be able to jump into the sci-fi universe a full 5 days earlier on September 1st.
The premium edition's like $100 though. Fucking.
Yeah, but so you could play it on the first. Which,
honestly, I'll probably still be. At that point, I'll be like frantically trying to finish Baldur's Gate, probably. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll be waiting for Game Pass. I'll be watching reviews and like trying not to get anything spoiled.
I think I'm gonna play it on Game Pass also, unless honestly, like I say that, but like
you'll probably buy it.
I'll probably buy it. I have a bad habit of just buying the hot new thing. You know what I mean?
If I would have only like realized how close it was, I probably wouldn't have bought Baldur's Gate and just bought this, but
it's so close.
It is very close. I thought we still had for some reason I thought it came at the end of September. No, but that's like less than 2 weeks away.
What's interesting is Baldur's Gate is going to launch on PlayStation at like almost the exact same time as Xbox is going to launch Starfield. So it's like
it's a win-win for Xbox that month.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a win for fucking... I mean, like, it's a win for PlayStation in the respect that, like, you know, despite all the hype, like, because I think all the PlayStation people are going to be salty that, you know, Starfield's going to be dope and everybody on Xbox is going to be playing it, you know. And so they're all going to rush out because they're going to have that FOMO feeling. And then what do they have coming out that day? You know what I mean? Not that day. Maybe that day. I'm not 100% sure.
No, I was about to say, it's not coming to Xbox. It's coming to PS5.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said Xbox.
No, I'm saying, like, the day, like, around the same exact time Starfield is coming to Xbox is the same time Baldur's Gate launches on PlayStation.
On PS5, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they're going to be, like, directly sales-wise competing with each other. Like, you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
which is interesting to me.
Unfortunately, like, sales-wise, you're not going to see a true comparison because of Game Pass. So, like, it's like, you know, if that's the weird thing, you know, if they would have just not had Game Pass and it was just Starfield coming out, it would be interesting to see those sales figures.
Well, you're right, because Game Pass is going to also affect the PC sales.
Yep.
I was going to say you'd probably have a more accurate figure on Steam or something, but you won't.
Nope.
You really won't. But that's okay. I mean, like, I'm not, you know.
There's no way to
you're
actually
not going to get an accurate, you know, but still, it'll be interesting. You know what I mean? We'll know if it's doing well just because they'll be like, yeah.
Well, you'll know by the talk of the town.
And you'll also know by, like, concurrent players on, like, you know, well.
Not Steam, no.
Because they'll be playing, man, that sucks.
It'll only be on Game Pass.
Yeah. There's got to be some way to. Man, I feel like that's almost one of the things about Game Pass is just to hide their numbers. You know what I mean? Like,
probably so.
As crazy as that sounds, it's like they don't have to answer any questions when it's on Game Pass. It's like, oh, you know.
All they have to do is say, it's making us money. Yeah, but like, you know, but that, and also you'll just be able to tell by how popular it is on YouTube and like
it's gonna
on
be
Twitch and
for
things
sure.
like that.
If somebody's not like, if some fucking,
how many memes we get.
Yeah. If the society doesn't just decide to dunk on it for no reason,
they will. Initially, people will because it's going up against PlayStation. Like, and that's just
not necessarily. I mean, like Baldur's Gate hasn't gotten any like critical fucking hate at all.
That's because it's on PlayStation. They're coming to PlayStation only. It's not coming to Xbox till like the end of the year.
If it was, you know, like it should be getting hate. That's an exact reason why it should be getting hate.
Why is that?
Because it's coming to one console and not the other.
Yeah, but Xbox people don't give a fuck. They want Starfield.
That's not true. You can't just throw an umbrella over all Xbox people. Like, I've seen lots of people who are Xbox people that give plenty of fucks. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Like, in what way?
I mean, the way that, like, you know, oh, you're a PlayStation Sony pony. You're, you know, this and that. It's like, there's lots of people that care a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's a lot more people that like PlayStation than like Xbox. Like, there's a ginormous amount of PlayStation people. Like, I think, literally, we were looking at the stats of it, that literally whenever it comes to consoles, like the PlayStation's market makes up like even whenever it comes to Call of Duty, like 50% of the Call of Duty market is on PlayStation. That's 50%, and the other like PC, Xbox, and everything else that it comes to is split up there. So
well, I mean, that makes sense though if you think about the lack of reason to get an Xbox over a PC. But I think in the near future that can change. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's one of those things that like once all this new shit comes out, then that'll all be like a moot point. I feel like at this point, it's just Xbox is kind of building up their fucking cards and stuff right now. You know what I mean? Like, so and I get it. It's still a race being run, and fucking Sony's way in the lead. But like, Starfield is also arguably a way bigger game than Baldur's Gate. Like, just from like a, what it should be a way bigger game. I guess.
Should be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it should be, but.
It may not be.
It may not be.
And that's the thing. Is like
that's another reason why it might get dunked on though too. I think Larian's getting a lot of slack for being not a super small team.
No.
It's like 400 people or something, but a relatively small team for the scope of the game that they built. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not like a fucking Assassin's Creed sized team, and they built a game that's just as big or
in depth.
In depth, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So. To me, I feel like they're getting a lot of slack, whereas Bethesda might get a lot of shit just because people... I mean, Fallout 4, in my opinion, is an objectively, like, almost perfect game, and it gets so much hate all the time,
Yeah.
Like, from the day it launched, I felt it was, like, a really almost perfect
It's
game,
a Bethesda thing, like, because people have, like, certain expectations that whenever Fallout 4 came out, it didn't jive with what people wanted. I guess.
But it's like I don't even know what you would want, because to me it was the perfect follow-up to 3 in New Vegas. Like, it was the perfect balance of everything that was good about both of those games put into a newer, more modern package. It's like, what more could you want from a sequel? People are like, oh, the graphics sucked. It's like, they don't really suck that bad,
No,
you guys are being very critical for a game that, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
one thing that I never understood is like people like, Bethesda's graphics always sucked. I'm like, no, they haven't. Like, have you guys ever played a Bethesda game?
Well, it's not even just that. It's like maybe compared to like Halo or something, but you got to think about like the scope of what they're doing, and then think about the graphics.
And it's their own
I mean?
engine.
Yeah,
like I get it, but like at the same time, like. I feel like they have the most realistic engines on every game. Like just having the ragdoll physics with like in Fallout 3, you can just blow someone's head off or like their hands and stuff like that. And like, I've always found that really intriguing. Like, it makes the world feel real.
Yeah.
But
that's
like,
one thing that was cool about Red Dead 2 is it had a lot of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you would shoot somebody and they'd bleed in the spot where you shot them, or they'd grab the spot. Like, it was very like impact. Like. What's the word?
Impact driven, I guess. No, I get what you mean.
It was like, when you get shot in a certain spot, it would show that spot getting shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I feel like Red Dead took a lot from Fallout. And like they just had a better engine, and it was a more modern, engine and everything. And that's what they're doing with Starfield. It's a more modern version of their old engine, so like
I don't have a problem with Bethesda's engine. I never have.
I've always loved it.
I actually like it a lot. I like the amount of shit that can be in a scene at any time. The way
bugginess,
you can move everything around. Yeah, the bugginess. It's all part of the charm,
Yeah, it's part of the fun. Like other games, like I don't give as much of a I guess a pass whenever it comes to bugs, but like Bethesda bugs are always just funny to me. Like they're not always game breaking. There are some, but they usually fix them. And it's like the ones that aren't are just ridiculous. Like the guys that'll just like walk into walls while they're talking to you and shit. But like even with all that, the game's still super immersive. It's like because you can tell they put so much effort into making it like this real world, or like a place that feels lived in. I don't know. I think it's got a lot to fight against, especially since Fallout 76. And like people have just shat on, Bethesda for a long time, and then they got bought by Xbox, which made people hate them even more. So like at this point, they have a really big uphill battle. And, so like Starfield, just whenever it comes to the world's view of them, not necessarily you or me or anybody that we know, but like the gaming community, like online, that is very, very gatekeeping and angry, and also in console war battle at all times. Like, this is going to be a very divisive, thing. So like, even if it starts getting good reviews, I dare you to read the comments on the good review articles. They're gonna be like, "Oh, fucking, this is just trash." What about this one bug that I ran into?
Yeah.
And
well, that's why I'm surprised Baldur's Gate doesn't have more bad reviews. Because everything that's been a fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece in the past like 5 or 10 years has just gotten shat on for no reason. Like fucking Last of Us Part 2. Another almost perfect game that just completely got trashed for no reason. And it's like, stupid political shit.
It's very
something,
political, that one.
And it's like, it doesn't even make sense. It's like, it's a game, like it doesn't have anything to do with any of that. Like, just fucking enjoy it for what it is. And it's like a masterpiece, but it's like, I feel like, the people out there who are passing these judgments are super fickle and only judge you as good as the last thing you put out. You know what I mean?
They probably are going to buy your game anyways.
Well, my point is, I think if Starfield is good, or even like as good as Fallout 4 or something, all transgressions by Bethesda in the past 10 years will be completely forgiven. I really think that.
Yeah. I don't even think their transgressions have been that bad.
No,
Fallout 76
Fallout 76
sucked,
was like
but
slightly, like it wasn't a great game, but it wasn't like it wasn't like, fucking grab your pitchforks bad, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man.
Some people had fun with it. Like, there's still people to this day that are enjoying that game.
I played it a lot with some friends. Like, you have to have friends to play it with, you know? But it wasn't the best game ever, but it wasn't like, I wasn't like super mad about it. I wasn't expecting like a full-fledged Fallout game, you know what I mean?
Though technically, I mean, it was a full-fledged Fallout game, just on its, like, in a weird
way, yeah.
But, like, that's just not what people wanted. And so they took it as like, oh, they're going to multiplayer, pay to win, blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
it's the opposite. It's like, go away from the multiplayer, Bethesda. That's what we want from you specifically.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing
if
here.
If you do multiplayer, do something like Baldur's Gate, where you can have 4 people all run around having conversations separately and shit, and like, in the same world. You know what I mean?
That would be crazy if they brought back, like, how they've done like 10 different Skyrim anniversary collections. They just bring it back, but do another one, but make it multiplayer.
That would be crazy, bro.
Which I'm sure there's a mod for that already.
You'd have so many quests just popping up randomly.
Oh yeah. But anyways, what you got, Brent?
Let's see what we got on here. Okay. With preloading for Starfield beginning today, which is not today. This was August 17th when this came out. The game's file sizes have been revealed, and as you might have guessed, the game carries a hefty install size. On Xbox, the game clocks in at about 126 gigabytes. On PC, Starfield will take up about 140 gigabytes.
Damn.
Pretty large, so, get to downloading if you can,
It's a good sign, though.
It is a good sign, but it's also kind of a concerning sign, because that means if you got an extra 14 gigabytes of stuff on the PC version, that's probably like an HD texture pack or something that's not included on the Xbox version. You know what I mean?
Or it's just because like the memory setup is different on the Xbox.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because you got the NVMe.
Maybe it's just allocated already. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm hoping that's what it is.
Because on PC, they don't know what kind of memory setup you have.
So they just want you to have that space ready.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's just what it sounds like to me.
That's what I'm hoping for. You know?
I wouldn't expect. Also, I'm not going to play it on Xbox, so I kind of don't give a fuck what's going on. I have a Series X just because I support Team Xbot, but like I don't ever touch it. I'm always on my PC.
I don't need to because I've got Game Pass and a PC.
It's the same. Until they come out with a game that's like only Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah. And then I'll be devastated.
But
I'll just move on.
Yeah.
Unless it's crazy.
Anyways, what was I gonna do here? No, that one's not even worth talking about. I don't know enough about this. person, but I feel like it's probably big news. David Vonderhaar, Treyarch studio design director, who has been with the company for 18 years and has helped ship the 8 Call of Duty games, is leaving the company for a new adventure. Vonderhaar, who has been with the company since October 2004 and Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, took to LinkedIn to share the news and thank those who have been part of his journey at Treyarch. Quote, "Today I am sharing that I have left Activision and Treyarch after an incredible 18 years and 8 Call of Duty games," Vonderhaar wrote. To my coworkers at Treyarch, I am immensely grateful for the time we invested working to improve our craft, never sitting on successes, and always wondering how to improve what we design and how we produce it. Thank you to thank you to the Call of Duty community for your passion and enthusiasm. That energy has often fueled our determination as a studio and individuals. I will always be grateful for the opportunity to interact with so many of you directly online and in person. This energy will always be a massive part of me. He said, "I am staying in the games industry, working on an undisclosed project I can't discuss yet, but I am excited about a rare and unique opportunity. I'll update you as soon as possible." Watch them have like taken him to work on that fucking what was the game that we still haven't heard from with Perfect Dark. Like what they're like, "All right, bro, we need a perfect.
We gotta have it quadruple A, bro.
Yeah,
please."
Like, they're like, "Please just make Call of Duty, but put like Joanna Dark in it." Like I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. He says is a unique opportunity. What unique opportunity could there be besides? Also, I mean, Call of Duty, all the teams are being bought out by Xbox, so it makes you wonder if they're just like transferring him over. Like that's just my guess, because he says he's going to come out with an update on where he's going. He's been with Call of Duty since 2004.
What if Medal of Honor is making a comeback?
Oh my God! He just like
switches teams.
Yeah, he was there at the beginning when Call of Duty's like original code name was Medal of Honor Killer. So like they came out and killed Medal of Honor.
He
and
just
then
goes over there and it's like, "All right, guys,
Killer.
Code name Call of Duty Killer."
God Killer, which I think that's what it was. I'm mixing it up. It might have been Halo.
No, you're right.
It is Medal of Honor Killer, or was it Halo Killer?
No, it's Medal of Honor Killer.
I couldn't remember. But yeah, that'd be crazy. Anyways, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see. We got the info on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So Call of Duty fans are talking about Modern Warfare 2, not to be confused with the game under the same title from 2009, following yesterday's reveal of Modern Warfare 3. Last year's entry in the long-running annual franchise made a lot of changes that angered fans. In fact, these changes drew so much heat from the community that Sledgehammer is completely walking many of them back for Modern Warfare 3, which is set to release on November 10th. Changes included gameplay level overhauls to the shooter's movement, systems, minimap, player health, and perk systems. Modern Warfare 2 also removed players' ability to vote on maps in between multiplayer matches. Call of Duty's success is partially thanks to its consistency, so needless to say, Infinity Ward's fixing what's not broken approach drew widespread ire from the game's player base. In tandem with the reveal, Call of Duty's official Twitter account released a thread detailing what fans can expect from the series' 19th annual entry. After addressing Modern Warfare 3's campaign and zombies offerings, the account confirmed what fans had been hoping for, announcing that it would be walking back many of the changes introduced in Modern Warfare 2. So basically, on this tweet, they put tack stance trades, precise accuracy for improved mobility and handling, build your loadout with military equipment such as gloves, vests, boots, and more. Aftermarket parts lead to new customization, progression, and challenges. Multiplayer features at launch will include map voting returns, classic minimap behavior with red dots for unsuppressed weapons, perks available at the start of each match, convert sneakers perk allow for silent movement, core health is increased to 150 for an increased TTK. But also, apparently they're doing like an open world zombie map, like all this stuff.
I have to see how that goes.
Yeah, I feel like they just need to go back to like original zombies.
Yeah, I just want the traditional zombies, man. I feel like Cold War had the best zombies of the recent Call of Duty games.
I still feel like the best one was just the original. Like, just put you in one place, and you got to survive as long as you fucking
the
can.
real original, like World at War, was a little bit too basic. I think the second one they did in Black Ops 1 was really fucking good. Like that shit was like the peak. You know what I mean? Actually, Black Ops 2 might be peak. Fucking Transit was so good. They're all fucking Black Ops games are really good.
Yeah, I feel like it just got a little too convoluted, like to where it was just like, what the fuck is even happening anymore?
Yeah,
it wasn't like round based anymore. That's what
I don't like the ones that don't have rounds. Like that's the whole thing to me. I want to see how many rounds I can survive. Like that's the whole point.
And then if you die early, you just restart. It gives you that same like Elden Ring feel. Like
it's kind of like a roguelite or something. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully it's got rounds. It doesn't say anything about that. But let's see. Here's some interesting news. Probably not the best news, but Remedy has announced a 10-day delay for the hotly anticipated Alan Wake 2. It was due out October 17th, but will now launch October 27th. In a statement, Remedy said... Yeah. Remedy said October was packed with game launches and wanted to give players more space to play everything.
Okay. That's acceptable. That makes sense. I'm with that if you're dodging conflicting with some other game release, that's fine.
Yeah, because October 2023 also sees the launch of Forza Motorsport, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and reportedly Sega's Sonic Superstars. I don't know what that
I actually feel like Alan Wake could probably hold its own against most of
literally
those games.
all of those.
But
maybe Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but the same people that are playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder
probably playing both of them.
Yeah.
Trying to chill out on Super Mario Bros. And then go back to the horrors of Alan Wake.
Yeah, hopefully.
I actually think Alan Wake 2 is going to be sick. I feel like Control was a really good game, and they've kind of honed their craft at this point, and I'm just excited to see what they do next,
All I want is just a remake of, or not even a remake, a reboot of Max Payne.
That'd be sick.
Just completely reboot it and
you ought to put the first 2 games into one game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
As the reboot. Yeah, pull or do a Resident Evil remake situation, but with Max Payne.
Yeah, that'd be badass, man.
But give it the Red Dead Redemption 2 level of gore and killing and stuff. Be cool.
Well, even Max Payne 3 level of they really stepped it up on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, though in Max Payne 3 there is no gore. It's just blood. I'm saying
I mean, there's no skulls getting blown out the back or anything, but it's pretty fucking violent game.
Oh yeah, it's definitely violent. But I'm talking, I want that Red Dead, that realistic, just fucked off stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Max Payne always had that sense of horror to it. Even though it wasn't meant to be a horror game, it always had this weird darkness to it. That I feel like if you added that extra little bit of oh, that's fucked up. It would make for that horror feel again, where you feel kind of gross about it. I don't know why, but Max Payne always made me feel that way. I remember feeling bad about killing people in the subway, stuff like that, because even though they were bad guys, you're why am I killing these people? I don't know why they're here, or I guess I was too young to understand the game at the time, but I feel like you could bring that same feeling back. What else do we got? This one is not video game related, but I find it funny. A Calhoun County, Alabama corrections officer got arrested and fired for allegedly stealing Pokemon cards from Walmart while still in uniform. As reported by Alabama's online news outlet Advance Local, the theft occurred at a Walmart in Oxford last Saturday night. Calhoun County Sheriff Matthew Wade said the store's loss prevention employees saw Officer Josh Hardy open multiple packs of Pokemon cards, stuff them in his pockets, and attempt to walk out of the store without paying for them. When the employees confronted Hardy, he fled the scene on foot. The staff reported the incident to the Oxford police. Then the officers searched for Hardy until they found him at a local restaurant. They charged him with theft and placed him in Oxford County Jail.
Man, that's so embarrassing, bro. What a dumb way to lose your cop job.
Your whole life, yeah. It quote, It is with great embarrassment that we have to report this incident, and Hardy has been terminated from the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office, Wade said to the public. He has tarnished our agency and the image of all law enforcement. As sheriff, I promise to be transparent and hold my staff accountable to standards higher than average citizens. Well, like, I mean,
the next day at the office, he's like, I don't want to see one goddamn Pokemon card in it.
Like, bro, could have got caught with cocaine or, like, just anything.
Yeah, like, of all the crooked cop shit you could get busted for, like, fucking
stealing Pokemon cards, bro. Like, they aren't paying you enough at the sheriff's office to just buy you some Pokemon cards, dude.
That's so embarrassing, man.
It's sad. He probably just arrested some kids, for like having weed on them or something, and then he just went to Walmart and just fucked their lives over, but then went to Walmart and stole some Pokemon cards. That's that karmic justice,
Yeah.
But there's one more thing here that I guess I'm going to go over, and it's just like the games coming and going from Game Pass. So Microsoft has confirmed the Game Pass lineup from August 15th up to the launch of Starfield on September 6th. So Everspace 2, which is available now, is on Xbox Series X and S and via cloud gaming. I don't know what that is. Actually, it's a fast-paced single-player space shooter from Rockfish Games that returned a 7 out of 10 in IGN's review. And then next up is Firewatch, available on console and PC and cloud from August 17th. That's that, walking sim. And then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre hits Game Pass across console on August 18th, so that's already out as well. That's a third-person asymmetrical horror based on the iconic 1974 film and a day one Game Pass release. Pretty cool. Also, day one is Sea of Stars, which launches on the subscription service across console, PC, and cloud on August 29th. This is a turn-based role-playing game from Sabotage Studio. And then the big one, which is Starfield on September 6th. And then members who upgrade their standard edition to blah, blah, blah. We already know that. Meanwhile, 6 games are leaving Game Pass on August 31st, which are Black Desert, Commandos 3, Immortality, Nuclear Throne, Surgeon Simulator 2, and Tinykin. So you're not missing much. We're getting a lot of good ones and losing a lot of all right ones. Anyway, so that's it for this week's video game news. Now I'm going to let you know about this week's hot releases, games that are coming out. First off, we got Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. That's a big one from Software. Everybody's excited about. Coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X, and PC on August 25th. I don't think I'll be partaking of this one. I'm not a huge mech game.
Yeah, me either.
Though maybe it's good,
I don't doubt it's good. From Software usually puts out some quality stuff. You know?
And I haven't played a mech game since like Mech Assault on the original Xbox. So but this game, it looks promising for sure. And most of the previews for it, people have been just loving it. So, but anyways, that's it for this week's hot releases. Brent, do you want to take us down the trivia lane?
Yeah, okay. So I told it to give me questions about Fallout 3. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do this. Don't do that. That's too specific. I haven't played Fallout 3 in literally since I was probably 16 or 17.
Really?
Dude, it's been a long time.
You need to go play Fallout 3, dude.
Once I beat a game, I never played again. I've told you this.
You should do it.
I can't.
You should play it again.
I just can't.
You should do it.
I still
probably don't even remember anything about
I
Fallout
don't
3.
remember a single thing. I can remember the stuff I put in my house. I bought I found Lincoln's shit in his you can find the Lincoln Memorial.
Go play Fallout 3.
All
right, let's see.
Yeah, give me something less specific.
I'm just gonna say, give me 3 science.
Oh, damn.
Trivia questions.
I like that.
With answers.
Give me the meaning to life.
All right, let's see how big of a scientist you are. And go. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Question number 1. What is the chemical symbol for the element gold?
AU.
Oh, good. Good job. Good job. All right.
AU.
Hey, you. All right.
So stupid.
Question number 2.
All right.
What is the smallest unit of matter that retains the properties of an element?
That retains the properties of an element.
Yeah.
The fuck does that even mean? I guess like what? The properties of an element. What does that even mean? In my head, I can't decide if it's like a molecule or like an atom, or is this an electron or a proton? Like what is it?
You're gonna have to pick one, man.
Okay, this is tough. I really don't know what this one.
You only got one shot. Do not.
It's a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. I'm just gonna say, and this is the smallest. What is it of mass unit?
The smallest unit of matter that retains the properties of an element.
I'll say a molecule.
It's an atom.
Damn it! I knew it.
I know, you said it even.
It's just like I don't know. It's worded weird that I didn't know.
That's okay. You know, you were close.
Yeah,
you were close.
I just
you
don't got
you
the
had
science.
it there. It was right there.
That's all right.
It's floating around right in front
My
of you.
8th grade science teacher is crying right now.
All right. Question
Sorry.
number 3.
Yep.
What is the process? Oh, this is easy. What is the process by which plants use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide into water, into glucose and oxygen?
Photosynthesis.
All right. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Science nerd.
Yep, science nerd. Thank you, Mr. Fusaro. No, I'm just kidding. I do remember in Mr. Fusaro's class, that's where I first saw the Xbox magazine that had Oblivion on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, some dude named Devin. Dylan Evans. Shout out to Dylan Evans.
I used to get Xbox magazine in the mail, and I remember reading that specific one as well. It was fucking crazy.
Dude, magazines were so cool.
I remember
then.
reading that about Oblivion and being like, no way, this is just in the game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude. That was like dude. We're about to fill that with Starfield. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so hyped.
Who knew that like a little, 5th or 6th grade us would be feeling that same thing now at 30 something, I don't want to say the something. No, I'm just kidding. But remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast.com. Oh, wait, no, forget the .com. Everything else but that. check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle AlJafferJamel, Brent at Brent has one, that's the number 1, and Devin at Devandreas. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.